Hey everybody, it's Miranda, and I'm back to do another plan with me in my Sterling Ink A5. So I hope you can join in on the fun. Grab your journal, grab your planner, and come on in, get settled in, and join in on the fun. So I really debated what I was going to do for this coming week, what stickers I was going to use, because the cherry blossoms are out. It is Valentine's Day and coming up, and I wasn't sure. I have a lot of kits to choose from, but I ended up going with this kit from Sweet Kawaii Design. It is their cousin cherry blossom kit, and I've had this kit for some time. So I thought, you know what? I like to kind of mark in my planner when I first start seeing cherry blossoms, and in California it's right around this time of year. So that was my thought, and it's on the pink side, as you'll see, and so it kind of goes too with Valentine's Day. I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, but you know. So anyway, so here's page 1 of the kit. You've got these really cute cherry blossom like lists here. You can use them also horizontal or vertical. And here's page 2 with some decorative boxes and all 3 of the characters together. And page 3 with some big cherry blossom deco at the bottom and some habit trackers, and then some more kind of half boxes here. And then here are some of the quarter boxes, and it's obviously this kind of pink, purple, lime, and kind of peachy tones. And then here's the washi that came with it and the date covers. And then I also have this very old roll, but it still works, of washi tape from Sweet Kawaii Design on the cherry blossom theme. So I thought I would use this as well because I have it, and why not? So yeah, I'm gonna hop right on in and just go ahead and get started. And I'm just gonna pull out the kit I was currently using, which is also from Sweet Kawaii Design. So hope everyone has been doing okay, and I hope you had a wonderful week. I'm currently filming this very late on Sunday night, and I thought, you know, I'm a little bit, not tired, but I thought, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and start filming so I'm kind of all prepped up for, you know, starting the new week tomorrow. So, and I did take the liberty and put down the dates on here already, just to save a little bit of time. So I hope you've all been doing well, and yeah, curious if anyone has big plans for Valentine's Day if you celebrate. Actually, I'm remembering that this coming week on Friday, I'm going to be volunteering at I don't know if it's nationwide or it's only in California, and I just heard about it this year, but it is a prom that's put together for youth with special needs. And I saw that they were looking for volunteers in my area, and so I'm excited for that. They kind of put together this prom. I think it's in multiple cities in not just the Bay Area. I think it is throughout all of California. I don't know if it happens in other states. So I picked kind of the city closest to where I live, and I'm going to go help them and volunteer for quite a few hours on Friday, which is the day of their prom. So that should be really fun. I'm looking forward to that, and kind of help it out. So I'm just going to kind of spread things out here, give myself a little bit of room so I can see what I'm using. And then this week I have work on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. So have to plan for that. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to pick something to cover up my calendar. So let me look at some of the options, probably from this sheet. And actually, I'm leaning towards this one right here, but I could also use this one and maybe write a quote in here. I'd have to think about what I want to write. But that might be something kind of fun and different. Actually, I think I'm going to try that. I'm going to go for that. For some reason, that just popped into my brain to try, so why not? So let me just grab my tweezers and let me put this over the calendar. I'm going to maybe put like love is in the air or love is blooming everywhere. We'll see how much I can write there. And I will have to use a permanent marker because you can't use like gel markers on the Sweet Kawaii Design stickers because they're vinyl and they will just smear. So that won't be good. Okay, and then I do want to grab, maybe I'm going to use the This Week sticker. So I'm thinking I will grab maybe the green. It'll be a little matchy-matchy, but that's okay. So I'm going to put this here. I'll leave a little bit of white space in between. And then pop down the This Week sticker. So it's kind of showing, you can see some of the green behind it. Let me zoom you in for a sec. Kind of like that. And I'm gonna do the washi in just a little bit. I know I've got the washi here, but I've got to decide if I want it top, bottom, on both. We'll kind of see. I'm gonna think about that for just a sec. So I do think, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have more than enough. So I think I will go ahead and pull out one of these to use as kind of a to-do list for my sidebar there. And I'm going to grab something. Okay, so Monday I've got my shorter day at work. So I might just use maybe one of the, I think actually one of these labels, one of the small ones, not even a big one. Monday I have to do a couple of errands before and after work, so I want to have room to be able to write. And I'm leaning towards the green. We're just going to go with it. I'm leaning towards the green. So Monday I will start work in the afternoon around 3 or so. Just put that right there. Then I've got a couple of errands, like I said, to run before work and then after work. And then Tuesday is my longer day at work, so there I might use, I think actually I'm going to use these ones. I'm not very partial, to be honest, to these types of stickers from Sweet Kawaii Design when it's all just a pattern. I have a hard time using them, so I'm trying to be a little bit more creative about how I use them. So what I think I'll do is kind of put it down for work, and then I think I'm actually going to put another sticker over it. Maybe I want to bring in a different color though, not green. So maybe the peachy color. I'll try this and see how that looks. Is that going to look right or is it going to look funny? See, it's just very busy. I think that's why I kind of don't like these particular ones, but that's okay. It's just one sticker. I think I'll use 2 shades of 2 strips of this peachy color so I can write in work and then the hours I'm working, and maybe I'll kind of offset it a little bit just for some depth. Okay. If I don't like it, I'll pull it up and change it, but I think it should be okay. Okay, and then Friday I also have work. I have 2 meetings. Actually, I think Friday's also the day of that prom I'm volunteering at. So I might do more deco for that day because I want to be able to write in the volunteering position that I was given for the prom. So actually, I'm going to adjust this part right here. It is down a little bit crooked. Okay, so yeah, I may not like that. I may have to switch it out, but that's okay. Okay, so Friday, I'm gonna do the volunteering part first. So the volunteering position starts at 4. So I think I'm going to use maybe the purple, maybe this lighter, kind of lighter pink. So it starts at 4. It's actually like 2 different positions. Let me look. It goes till 9:30. Actually, I think this one too, I'm gonna change it up. Okay, so I'm gonna start it at 4. I'm gonna use 2 of them and overlap them this way. So it goes all the way to 9:30. And then I'm gonna add some deco. It's kind of cute. I like how that looks. I'm not liking how Tuesday looks. And then afterwards, I have a second job at the volunteering that goes all the way till 10:30. So I'm just gonna put it till 11's fine, that's okay. Just so I can mark that this is the big shift, and then this is like the cleaning up part that I also volunteered for. And then here I was thinking some really nice big deco here would be really pretty. Maybe this cherry blossom. Could put it like here. And then maybe like a little petal. I think they're all about the same size. Maybe like there. That looks really cute. And then I have 2 meetings on Friday as well for work. So first meeting, actually I'm gonna pull a highlighter here. So, okay, so I'm gonna pull out these 2 highlight, the midliners. One is a baby pink color, and then this one actually doesn't have a name on it. So this one's the baby pink, and this is like a lavender. So I'm gonna go ahead and write down just the 2 meetings. So the first meeting's at 11 to 12. So I'll kind of just put a circle here. And my pen. So this is 11 to 12. And then I will be driving in between my 2 meetings to get to this event, because it's not like right next to my house. You got to drive everywhere in the Bay Area here. So then the second meeting is from 2 to 3, and I'll probably have to take that meeting in my car, but that's okay. I've already made arrangements for it. And that's from 2 to 3. Okay, and then I've got to grab my permanent marker. So I'm using the Pilot Ultrafine point marker. And then this is the volunteering event. So, and I don't know their official name. I'm gonna just call it the prom. And my job will be in the coat check department. Coat check volunteer. And from 4:30, I guess, to 9:30. And then here will be, it does overlap, but I don't think they're gonna mind. So I will put it from 9 to 10. I think I'll say 10. If it goes later, that's fine. And this is the tear down. Tear down team. Okay. And then on Monday, while I've got my permanent marker out, I've got work. Yeah, I start at 3:30. on Tuesday. From 2:30 to 8:30. I just realized I'm going to add more deco to Monday. So let me see, maybe something cute. Maybe the little fan with the cherry blossoms on it. Maybe that would look cute. Let me see which way I want to put it. Nope. Maybe like that. I'll try it. Yeah, and maybe another flower, maybe a leaf. Okay, I'll grab one of the little leaves here and try that. Maybe up here. Feels like it needs something more there. Okay, so that's how it's kind of looking so far. And then on, let's see, so the 14th obviously is Valentine's Day. I'll just write it. I think I'll use, I think I'll use one of the lighter pinks. Just put this kind of, well, actually I'll put it maybe around 8 o'clock since I might put the washi at the top. So here we'll write down Valentine's Day. Okay. And then I also have to mark that on Friday also is my uncle's birthday, but we're going to be celebrating on the 15th. So let me go ahead and I'll just use actually a little flower for that one. So it's not too much pink all next to each other. I think this kit is very pink heavy, which pink is okay, but it is not my favorite color. So I like cherry blossoms though, but it's very heavy on the pink. So I'll just use one of the cherry blossoms and probably put it on this side and just write that it's my uncle's. Actually, he is turning, I believe, 94 years old, which is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna just jot down his birthday here. That's a very big birthday. Okay. And then I have yet to hear back from, it is my cousin who organizes the birthday for him for Sunday. What time? It's probably going to be around 4. We're going to do a dinner at their house, and so I won't write it in yet, so because I don't know. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the washi part. So I was thinking I could do washi, kind of, I could go down on the bottom, you know, I could do it up at the top, or I could also use 1 and 1. And the other option is I could use this as like a base and then use this, the one on the roll, over it. So I'm going to play around a little bit and see what works. And actually, I'm going to do the same thing I did last week. I'm going to take it all the way to the end. Normally, I don't do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. So let me try that. And let me see how this looks if I lay it over this one, if it's too busy or too much, or if it might look okay. I don't know. So yeah, it's too busy. Okay, so I'm going to use the other one then at the top. It's thinner, and then it'll bring a little bit of extra cuteness, a little, I think it needs, that's where I like this washi, and it, I think will hopefully bring like a place for my eye to rest, because it's just a lot of the pink cherry blossoms in here. So that's my hope. You know, and the characters from Sweet Kawaii Design, they're super cute, the little animals. I don't know all their names, Frank and Connie and Poe, but I don't know all their names, but yeah, they're super cute. Don't ask me which is which, but they are super cute. I think Frank is this guy. I think, the panda. Where is my washi cutter? Here we go. Okay. Pop that down there. Yeah, that's pretty. And then here comes the second part. Actually, yeah, I will take it to the edge. Oh, there's a crease in there. Okay. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. And then let me grab the second piece of this washi to put down at the bottom. Oh, I have to go all the way over. See how nice it came up? That's one of the really nice things about the Sweet Kawaii Design washi that comes with the kits. The stickers, you know, when they're vinyl, they just come up so easy, which is really nice. If you need to adjust, it's just primo. Okay, so, and then I do need to do the habit trackers. So let me look. Oh, and I have a weekend banner as well. Okay, so let's get that weekend banner down. I want to use up as much as I can of the kit, and why not? I think I'll put it just Saturday, Sunday, although by Friday afternoon it is my weekend, but that's okay. I think I'll just do it for for Saturday and Sunday. Okay. And then the habit tracker, I'm gonna use the two from here, definitely the green, and maybe the lighter pink. So I'm gonna grab those two. I'll start with the darker green, the green on the bottom. Leave a little bit of white space here. And then here I was just thinking I can add a little more deco. So how about I grab this one and put it maybe here. That's pretty. And maybe one of the little leaves. The little like petals that have fallen. Maybe like, I could even go in the center there. That's cute. Okay. And then here I'm gonna write down, so here in this journal, I'm keeping track of my reading and my language studies. I think I'll do reading on the top. And then here's my language study. Whoop, sticker's in my way. It's okay. All right. And then as you can see, I still have a lot left over of the kit, but I will try to use it up as much as I can during the week. Here's the second page. A lot of deco pages. Oh, actually, I have an idea. I'm going to use one of these, one of the to-do lists, the little scallops, but I'm going to turn it horizontal and maybe use it. I was just thinking I could have used it here, but they're very close together, just to kind of mark off work versus, you know, leisure time. But it's very close together. Oh, that's pretty at the bottom even. All right, I'll put it at the bottom. Yeah, okay, kind of framed it a little bit more. So that's what I've got for this week, and I hope you have a fantastic week, and that you find a moment of peace in your week, and ways to show all the people that you care about, them. It doesn't have to just be for Valentine's Day, obviously, because that's what life is all about. So thank you so much for joining in, and if you can give me a like, share, or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. If you comment, I will always answer back, and I'm wishing you a very, very happy week. Take care, everyone.